Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Nick, or Heroic Bricks, and believe it or not, I am back making a new LEGO video. I know it's been a while, but today I have something really special for you guys. And this is actually a video that is long overdue, because I've had this Batmobile completely finished, just sitting on my shelf for like over a year. But this past year, I really lost a lot of my motivation to make videos. But I figured now, more than ever, really anytime, really, I think it was a good time to finally make a video on this Batmobile because it's just been sitting on my shelf collecting dust, and I figured, you know what, I think I can make a really cool video on this. So we'll take a look at the Batmobile in just a minute, but again, just wanted to address, I know it's been a while since a LEGO video. I know I've uploaded a couple of different types of videos recently, if you guys want to go check those out. I gave my thoughts on WandaVision and the Snyder Cut of Justice League, so if you guys want to go check those out, I would really appreciate that because I worked really hard on those videos, and to know that you guys enjoy them makes me want to keep making them because I have plans to continue making videos like that throughout the year. So, with all that out of the way, let's take a look at this awesome Batmobile. Now, before I get into the entire mock, I just want to point out first that this mock is not my original design. The original creator of this Batmobile is another YouTuber by the name of Jerry Builds Bricks, so I'm going to leave a link in the description to his channel because he makes a lot of awesome models. He specializes a lot in cars and other vehicles, so if that's right up your alley with LEGO, definitely go and check him out. And all of his videos on his channel are building guides for his custom models, so that's how I was able to build this. And I'm going to also leave a link in the description to his original video for this Batmobile. And this Batmobile is actually supposed to be inspired by the New 52 Batmobile from the 2011 relaunch. But I kind of changed some stuff here and there to kind of just fit my personal liking. And this is kind of just like my attempt at making like a, it's like an atemporal era, I guess, for the Batmobile. It's just kind of like a definitive version of the Batmobile, in my opinion. I love when the Batmobile is all nice and like sleek, and it actually looks like a nice car compared to something like the Tumbler from the Dark Knight trilogy. As much as I love that Tumbler, it's not what I picture in my mind as a Batmobile. And the Batmobile in my mind looks a lot like something like this. So, I did change some pieces here and there to meet my personal preferences. Don't know if I said that already, I probably did. But there are differences between Jerry's original model and then my rendition of it. This is still like 75% Jerry's and like 25% me. I just made some changes here and there. I changed the colors of some pieces, and I actually did redo the entire back portion of the Batmobile, but I'll get to that in just a minute. So, just getting right into it, as you guys can see, this Batmobile is really nice and sleek, and it's a 6 wide mock, so it fits a lot better with like minifigure scale. So here's the Batman figure. Just right next to it. It just looks like perfect scale for a LEGO minifigure. And there's a lot of usage of tiles and just really smooth parts. I really love this piece. It's like it's a big bat bumper right on the front, and I can just pop it off like that. And it's there's just a lot of like good Technic pieces that are used right here, and then you can just snap it right back on to this like 1x2 hinge plate right here. This is Jerry's, this is not mine. So credit him for the design. I just swapped out some pieces in black because I think they were like trans light blue on the front. But basically there are no exposed studs on this entire model. There's some like up here by the windshield you guys can kind of see, but I can't really help that. But I did change out the headlights on my version of this model. They were initially like trans yellow and solid black cheese slopes, and I swapped those out for like 1x1 circular clear tiles just because I think they look nicer. And then here on the back is where I made changes. Now on Jerry's initial model, he had this like Technic piece that was all kind of hooked up back here, so when you lifted up the cockpit, like the entire back portion would kind of slide back a bit, and I didn't like that too much, so I went in and just kind of made my own thing. So this entire back portion is mine. This is like the biggest difference between the two versions. But I did like this backlight, brake light words. And I just used some like trans red. I have like 2 trans red studs here on the bottom, and then 2 trans red 1x1 circular tiles, and then I have the exhaust and these vents back here. And then I did use like a, what is it, the round top cockpit piece. So you lift that up, and then you have this like trans, it's like a trans black, not black, but it's like a trans dark gray windshield piece, and I just think it looks so awesome. I also love the way that this Batmobile looks when you look at it, like straightforward, just like that. I think it looks awesome. And then the other big difference is that I changed up the cockpit from Jerry's original model. I just added more plates in here to give it a bit more detail. There's like a speed gauge there, and then there's just like some buttons and contraptions, because in most forms of Batman media, you know, Batman has all these like gadgets and buttons that he has in the Batmobile when he's using it. And then there is a place to sit Batman. So you can kind of just sit your Batman figure like this, and if he has the soft cape, you can actually just put him right in there. And then you kind of have to lean him back a bit, but then you can place it on the top, and there you go. So, looks good. And I feel like you're kind of stuck using the like the short ear Batman cowl, because the other ones will prevent the cockpit from closing. I also like the 2 bat fin pieces here on the edge. They're just on some like hinges right here, and you can't really knock them off accidentally, so that's really nice. And that's something cool about a lot of Jerry's models. His stuff is very sturdy and dense and like compact, so it's really hard to accidentally break something off. So that's something I really like, and I have to commend Jerry for that. So that is pretty much it. There is some cool side detail here. I do like the grill here on the top. This is stuff that I changed. I just really like these 1x1 printed tile pieces. I used them up here on the grill, and then I used them on the wheels, on every wheel of the Batmobile. And I like the use of these like silver arm bracket pieces. I think they look great, and they add some nice detail. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. There's nothing special about the bottom, it's just a plate. But that's basically it. And like I said before, this is all this is still mostly Jerry's design. I just went in and changed some pieces here and there. I changed the entire back portion of the Batmobile, and I changed up the cockpit from his initial design. So the credit for like the overall shape of this Batmobile still goes to Jerry. I think he did a great job, and the shape of this Batmobile and the scale that it has to a normal minifigure is what sold me on this model and what made me want to build it. So that is going to be it for the main portion of this video, so let's go ahead and wrap things up. Alright everybody, so that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it's been a long time since I've made a LEGO video. It's just over the past year and a half or so, I've just been really unmotivated to make videos, and a lot of the sets that have been coming out, like especially the superhero sets, have just been really, really bad. And if you guys have been following my channel, that's like the bread and butter for my channel. And when I don't think the sets are good, I don't want to buy them. And when I don't buy the sets, I don't build them, and I don't make the videos for you guys. And I've also just kind of been feeling really burnt out recently, so that's why I started making those Nick's Nerd World videos. And I hope you guys enjoy those, because I enjoy making them, and it would really make me happy if you guys go and check those out, because I work really hard on them, and it makes me want to keep making more videos like that, because I like giving my thoughts on movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And I do have plans to do more for a lot of the stuff that's coming out throughout this year, and I do have plans for more LEGO stuff. A lot of the LEGO Harry Potter stuff sounds interesting. Some of the Star Wars rumors that we heard over the past few months have sounded really amazing. And we know that we're getting more like MCU based sets, and I think that's awesome. And I For example, like I've seen the leak of the Mark III Iron Man figure from Iron Man 1, and it looks awesome, and I'm going to buy that set no matter what. I think the Daily Bugle set that's coming sounds awesome, and I definitely want to pick that one up, especially from all like the rumors and information that we have about that set so far. So I do like making LEGO videos. It's just I've been feeling really burnt out on making them this past year, but I guess I've sort of started to rejuvenate my interest in them. And I do plan on hopefully incorporating this Batmobile into a mock for Brick Fair, Virginia. If that's still going to be happening this year, I think we find out in a couple weeks whether or not if it's going to happen or not. But we'll have to wait and see, because if it doesn't happen, I don't think I'm going to make the mock. But that's basically it. So, like I said earlier, go check out Jerry Builds Bricks. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description below. I'm going to leave a link to Jerry's video of this particular Batmobile, so you guys can follow along and make it yourself, and then add whatever changes you want to it, because that's what I did. And I think my final result looks awesome. And just let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And again, thank you guys for watching. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Links are down in the description below. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.